So yeah, guys, I fucked up. And I got lectured by Marion, who I didn't want to see. I fucked up. But, you know what? I'm not my mom's nurse. Yeah, I fucked up. I didn't, quote-unquote, tattle on my mom. She told me she wasn't taking, she told me, I said, I want to know what her dosage was of her pills when I first moved in here, blah, blah, whatever. And she told me, and she's like, well, I'm supposed to take 1 and then a half. But I don't know how to cut it in half, so I've just been taking 1. You know, just been taking. It's been going on before I moved in here. And Marion's like, you've been there a year, Laura. You know, you and I are never going to be buddies, but you can't pick up the phone and call me when you see your mom's getting sick or tell me if she's not doing her medic. No, I hate you. I let you live here. Yeah, it shouldn't be up to you. I hate you. What do you want? Hate you. But I learned my lesson. My mom's sick again. I knew she was acting sick again, but since she was on her medication, I thought it was just because her sister's dying, you know. She's sick again. She might wind up in the hospital. Mary was threatening her today. I was like, oh, fuck, Mom. You hung up on Mary and you yelled at Mary. She's going to come right over here. She doesn't live that far. I won't want to be here. I don't want to see her. Oh, and I had to hide in here. She came like that. I wasn't ready to leave yet, so I missed my bikini wax appointment. And I'm going to get not a Brazilian, but a a California. I haven't gotten one of those, any kind of bikini wax, in almost 20 years, and there was probably a good reason. I probably vowed to never do it again. Like I told my other friend, I can't remember that. And my other friend was like, you know, I might grow back in itchy. That's why I'm like, well, tons of women do it, you know. I'm gonna try it. I have the money and I have a brand new body and a brand new bikini that haven't had either in over 12 years, and you know, if I hate it, I'll never do it again. I'll go back to just shaving and trimming, you know. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Today was ruined. I thought my mom, Mary, was gonna call the cops. And then, I don't know if the cops still might come here. Miriam was lecturing me. Miriam was like, because I was saying, get away from me, you know, telling my shelter friend, how do I know Miriam's not gonna have the cops talk to me? But what Marion said to my mom was true. She's like, I can't deal with this, Samantha, on top of so-and-so dying. I can't deal with you being sick. She was fine. I think that the doctors prescribed, psychiatrists prescribed, over-medicate, prescribed too much psych meds. I didn't like my mom being on so many psych meds, a cocktail of 3, when she used to only have to be on not that high of a dose of Prolixin for 20 or some odd years or more, whatever. More than. And she was fine. My shelter friend's like, well, you know, medication stops working, Laura, and your mom's getting older, and that's going to affect her mind too. I know. You know what I've noticed about you? I love you, honey, but you don't want to accept, you won't accept reality. You have to accept what is, not what you want. How you want things to be. Your mom has to take her medication. I know. So I fucked up. But I didn't do it out of maliciousness. I didn't do it out of not caring. I did it because my mom, I moved in here, and my mom even married and said, you know, Laura's your best, you know, my mom and I were buddies, and I didn't want to tell on her. You know, I'm not her nurse, I'm her daughter, and, you know, I'm not some married, sophisticated career woman. Like my other friend said, she's like, I'm like, I hate myself now. I was being so mean to her. I even called her an ungrateful bitch because she was, and it's not her fault. She was sick. She's out there right now. She's sick. She's sitting on the front lawn. I don't know what's gonna happen. For so long she hasn't been taking that half pill. I can't say what's gonna happen. I shouldn't have been yelling at her. She went on vacation and her friend was yelling at her. But now I know why. But my shelter friend says, you know, she's like, honey, you know, you're sick too, and you guys bounce off each other, you know. That's the difference, you know. You gotta cut yourself some slack. I know, but I hate myself. I was yelling at my poor mom and being, you know, and thinking she was doing it on purpose. She wasn't. I didn't want to believe she was sick again. The half pill didn't, honestly, until Miriam was sitting there and going over my mom's medication and looking like, Samantha, why do you have all these extra pills? You have like a whole full bottle. It should be gone, whatever. Like, and then it dawned on me, like, oh shit. And my mom started lying to Mary. She was like, oh, well, I didn't know how to cut it in half, so I was taking extra. And even that can fuck you up if you're taking too much of something. So Marion's like, well, that's probably what it is. And finally my mom, I'm thinking I'm behind the door, I'm listening. I'm like, Mom, just tell her the truth. She's going to find out anyway. Just tell her the truth. And my mom did. She's like, well, I actually have only been taking one and not the half at all for all the, you know. And Marion's like, well, that's what it is, Samantha. That's why you're sick, you know. And apparently my mom was hanging all over her aunt who's dying at church. You can't do that. I guess my mom was acting crazy at church and hanging all over her sister, and I love you, whatever, but she's weak and you can't do that. I fucked up. I didn't, quote unquote, tattle on my mom. I didn't do it. What are you going to do? I didn't do it because I don't like psych meds, but she has to take them. She might wind up in the hospital.